Welcome back. It's 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. You may not realize it, but April is Financial Literacy Month, and financial expert and author Paul Durso from Durso Capital Management is here this morning with a crash course in financial literacy. Morning, Paul. How you doing this morning?
Doing well. How you doing?
You think most people need a good course in financial literacy?
I think we can all brush up on our financial literacy.
I think that's a good idea there. So what areas are we focusing? Well, first of all, who needs to be updated on financial literacy?
I would probably ask it the other way. Who doesn't need an update? You know, I think we all, to some degree, need to get further education when it comes to money, because unfortunately what you don't know about money can definitely hurt you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting, interesting. All right, well, tell us what area should we be focusing on?
Well, the first thing is kind of what we're talking about, is what you don't know. I mean, a lot of us go through life and think, hey, we've got that covered, don't worry about
exactly.
that. Well, when it comes to money, if you don't understand or think you know a little bit more and then come to find out you don't, it can cost you extra taxes and penalties and maybe even not even being able to retire. So go find some literacy, go get educated to make sure that what you think you know is actually what is actually reality.
Oh, that is really a good thing. So tell us about dealing with debt. I think that's the biggest problem a lot of us have, isn't it?
Well, yeah. The average family in America has about $8,500 in credit card debt.
Man.
So it's time to pay that off. There's a couple different methods we can choose to do that. The first one, and probably my most adopted one, is called the Snowball Effect, or Snowball debt payment. So start paying off the smallest balances first, and as you pay off one, then you apply that payment to the next one, and it kind of snowballs it way down. So pay off your credit card debt.
How do you keep from getting all that debt, though?
You've got to be responsible.
There you go.
Only buy what you can afford.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about retirement and doing some basic math. Tell us about that.
Most people just sign up for their 401k, put a little bit of money in or whatever amount, and just cross their fingers and hope they have enough to retire someday.
Yes.
Be a little bit more proactive than that and actually map out your future and figure out what you need to save to actually hit the retirement goal that you're desiring to hit. So that kind of leads us into the next one, which is start small, save big. Once you've mapped out your retirement and how much you're going to need to save, start implementing that and actually saving. But don't make your goal so big, so lofty that you can't afford to do it, because if you know you can't do it, you're not even going to try.
Ah, that's true. That's
so
true.
make it small enough where you can easily accomplish it.
Okay, that's good. And what about protecting my savings?
Once you save it, don't spend it. There's definitely this thing that most people do, or a lot of people do, where they save for their 401k and they borrow against it. If you've saved for your future retirement, don't ever spend it again until you hit retirement.
Is there one place we should start?
Well, we actually do a retirement planning class, a bunch of different colleges and universities, and if you don't have the time for that, then go online. There's thousands, millions of resources and websites to go to educate you.
What do you think is the biggest roadblock to people saving more and being more responsible with their money?
Thinking that the amount that they can actually save won't make a difference. So they almost trick themselves into not doing it. It's almost psychological. They don't believe that saving $100 or $200 a month or $300 a month can get them to retirement. But in reality, compounding interest is so much more important than what people actually understand. Saving a little bit over a long period of time will add up big. And I don't think people understand that.
And sometimes I think people are intimidated because they think it's so complex. Is it really that complex?
If you want it to be. If you boil it down to the most simple basics, which is just setting a plan, simple plan, and saving, you're going to get to retirement and all the goals that you planned for. It's not as complicated as most people make it out to be.
All right. Paul Durso with Durso Capital Management. Some great information. Remember, April's Financial Literacy Month. It's time to really think about it, and no matter how much you're in debt, you can work things out with good planning, right?
Absolutely.
You got that? Okay. 14 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we'll be back right after this. Don't go away.